So what if you don't want to wait 24 hours? You also can batch it in the sun. Now it needs to be warm. And when I did it recently, it was 91 degrees and 70% humidity, and it felt like 109. So what I did was I put the fabric, I set it up and then set it outside in the driveway and let it batch there until the ice was melted. This is what it looked like after 2 hours. Almost all the ice was melted, and I thought I'd given it enough time, and there was a storm coming, so I went ahead and brought it in. I wanted to compare apples to apples, so I used the same size fabric, same amount of dye, and this is Brazil nut. On the left is your 24-hour batch. That was one of the samples that I showed you earlier. And here is Brazil nut after 2 hours in the sun. It's pretty faded. There's hardly any blue. According to Dharma's catalog, you're supposed to use twice as much of this color when you're dyeing, which I didn't use on the fat quarters, so I'm not sure if that's the problem, but I really wasn't happy with this at all for just batching 2 hours in the sun. It's pretty if you don't sit next to the other one, but it's pretty, to me, kind of faded out. However, the lavender turned out perfect. Lavender on the left-hand side is 24-hour batch. The right-hand side is the 2 hours in the sun. They are pretty much identical. It's really hard to tell that I did a different process with the other one. The only thing that I can think about, especially with the lavender, since it's mostly red, that red strikes fast, so it doesn't really need 24 hours, although it does have some blue. So that's the only thing I could think. And then, of course, the Brazil nut's supposed to use twice as much, supposedly, according to the catalog. So anyway, just thought to give you some food for thought. A couple students had suggested doing this, and I've never tried it, so I thought I would. It's great now that it's hot, and when the sun's out, it's a great way to hurry the process up. I'm sure I'm going to try this again and thought you might like to do it too. Anyway, be sure and come and join our Facebook group if you haven't already. We've been having a lot of fun and seeing all the beautiful fabric that's being created. Anyway, thanks again. If you have any questions, ask them below. Bye.